And get more work done. Welcome back. Get a few things set up here and then we should be ready to rock and roll. It's been a relatively quiet Friday, thankfully. So I've been able to get this stuff done. There we are. So yeah, I'm trying to get this casework done here. It's kind of very poorly documented. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your IHOP.
I had a got some sausage really today. That's what I found out. It just showed all the burgers that they were promoting.
Yeah.
So a lot of people do really upset.
I bet. Did you send stuff over to Christopher and them?
Oh, I did not.
That's okay. I'll send it.
Okay.
But so there's a buyer review for both of them that I can send that was updated today.
Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Those are salty. So I had to go rescue my wife's car today. And it was hot. Just had to replace the battery. Thankfully, that's all it was. But I told myself that I deserved a Raising Cane sweet tea and some fries, even though I just had lunch. Where is that file? Oh, there it is. Download that. Whoa. That's pretty wild. Okay, so it was made as a family. interesting. Trying to figure out it's an import. It's kind of weird. Okay. Let's go take a look at this and see what we can do. So we have a mass, right? And it looks like, well, you can't see anything in this view. Is stuff turned off? Let's go look at site. There we go. So we've got a section right here, and what we're trying to do is get this radius right here. And let's see how it goes. Take this. So if this is right smack in the middle, which it looks like it is not. See, this is the middle over here. So it goes up and then back down. Then we should be able to get a radius. Now, let's just see what happens here. Okay, so I'm able to click that, and I get that as a radius. So the question is, if I come down here, if I make a circle that is 55039, right? So what I want to be able to do, I'm going to put this in the same spot right here, just to see that circle is indeed, so it looks pretty close. So really all I did, dimension, radial dimension, and then I click this right here. Right, and it gives me the dimension right there for the radius of that. So I was able to do it even though it's not right smack in the middle. Now the problem with doing that is that this is not right in the middle. And I don't know, see, this is a roof. So here's the issue, is that I can't snap to this right here. And I'm not entirely sure, so this is kind of weird because this roof doesn't want to... I think that section cut, let's close this, I don't need that anymore. This section cut doesn't want to show me that it goes all the way down. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Because this section, according to this section, that roof doesn't go flat on the ground. Let's just look and see. There's no levels in the project. That's also a little weird. So, do not crop. There we go. So let's bring these guys out here. So I don't know what's going on with this. That, oh, one cut. no clip. Oh, no, that's interesting. I would have sworn from the shape of this in 3D that it's set flat, but it does not. And neither does the mass. Okay, so I was just being tricked. It was an optical illusion. For some reason I thought that that bottom was flat. But it is not. So I guess the question is, how do we perfectly bisect this? And that's a tricky one. I think it's gonna require us placing the mass properly, because I can get this mass right smack on here. Okay, now I'm going to update to face, and now we should be dead center. And we can tell that it goes up on this side, it goes down on this side. It looks like it might still be slightly off. Regardless, the radius should still be the same. 55039, yeah. Because it's calculating the radius of this outside chord. Now, it was also giving me the radius. It actually wasn't. I thought maybe it was giving me the radius of when I selected this face, but it's not. So in this section view, it is very much dependent on that edge being cut.
Barley
So
is
yeah,
the
there you
soul
go.
of Budweiser.
I'm
That's why we've
not
been
really
working
sure
with the same
why they're having
family-owned American
issues.
farms for more than 50 years. Budweiser is proudly
Recording
raised
dimension
across
on this.
America. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Budweiser beer, Anheuser-Busch,
hopefully that
St. Louis,
helps.
Missouri.
Cool refrigerator.
All I'm doing is I'm running radial dimension.
Nice ice, baby.
Could I afford
There
that?
you go.
Special
Might
financing
even be able to do an
JCPenney
arc length on
goes
this.
a long way. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, get 18 or 30 months special financing on
Yeah,
qualifying
I can even
appliance
do an
purchases
arc
with your
length.
JCPenney credit card through July 11th. JCPenney.
There you
Style
go.
and value for all. GE Profile, GE Cafe, and higher limited to 10% off savings. Exclusions apply. Must request at time of purchase. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store jcp.com/appliances for details.
State Farm, this is Bill.
You finally got me, Bill.
What's
Maybe.
that, Rick?
The Clark Street
I don't
crater,
know where
the
you
mother
came
of
in.
all potholes.
Oh,
Yeah, year after rim-wrecking year, it's tormented the people of this town. They try to fill it, but it always returns. It got me good.
but you know, State Farm's got you too.
You hear that? You ain't nothing!
You trash talking a pothole?
Yes, yes I am.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm. Talk to your agent today.
Yes. All I did was use the dimension tool. And I got radial dimensions right after that. And I was actually even able to do an arc length right after this. Boom, boom. I don't know why the interior shell is longer than the exterior. 17,551, 562. That's, oh, it's because it slants back. I see. It's interesting. I'm not sure that it's going to make a difference in 2017. Do I have 2017 on here? I do not. But I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do this in 2017. Yeah, not a problem. Let's see if we can't get this figured out now. Let's go look at those elevations. So cabinet there, open the corner, and then equipment underneath there. Then let's go ahead and make it a Let's duplicate this and call this counter top scale. And I think this is 1.5 inches. Oh my goodness. Don't do this to me, man. Oh, I think we actually have this as granite. Piece of crap. That's all. Three-quarter inch. So I think what I actually need to do, I'm going to bring this up to the top there. We're going to align that, align that, and that, and then we're going to bring this up to the bottom there, and join all them mofos. I think, is that right? That panel does go all the way down. Oh, you know what? This is gonna go like this. And boy, it looks like it's supposed to just go all the way to the end. It doesn't show anything else under there. Backsplash. I'm not worried about the backsplash. I'm just going to delete these guys right here. And was there another one over here? Oh. I think there's some more glass walls there that we just need to delete. There we go. Alright, so let's look at this now. Support brace, schedule metal. Looks like it's open though. Looks like it's all open over there, so I don't need to put anything under there. And they've got support braces, and I'm not going to worry about that. And then there should be one more. Verify with equipment. So they give me this 3-foot dimension, but they don't tell you where that is supposed to go. This is probably one of the worst set of documents I've ever had to deal with. Does it go all the way out? Looks like it does not. Doesn't really tell you how wide it goes. I wonder if there's a shelf component. Shelves? Okay, there is not one. So what I'm going to do, shelf, create extrusion, and I'm just going to go like this right here. I'm going to say this is 1'8". We're going to say it's made of wood. And it's actually probably made of MDF, but I'm not going to worry about that. And it should be 0 and 0.75 OMG. Let's move this up. Where are we at here? How far do we want to move this? 2 feet. 2 feet. Oh dear. Why can I not disjoint it anymore? There we go. There it is. Oh no! 3'6". Does the floor plan? Yeah, you can show them. Be like, what's wrong with you guys? It's easy. Just do this. Yeah, not a problem. I'm glad it was something pretty simple. Let's see. I think this is the view that I'm looking for. So there's no return on that, so I don't know why. This doesn't look right. It's the low one. Which is this. Shows us 2 foot to that, but this is, see, why don't they give a dimension for this? Look, this is something that's here in this view. It's nowhere else. Why would you not give a dimension for that? 1'9". That is I'm doing good. How are you doing? 1'9.25 inches. There we go. Yeah, that works. So I just needed to make the walls big enough. Except this one actually needs to come out to here and up to here. That's what we're gonna call that done right there. And I think that's gonna be it. Or that one. Then some salty fries. I'm gonna be well preserved today. Alright. I don't think there's any more casework in this view. There's a vanity here. I'm not sure I really want to be too worried about that. Let's go see what's there. Set 1702. Okay. So there is actually quite a bit of casework here. I'm glad you're happy now. Looks like these are both very similar, so I could probably flush both of those out pretty easily. So here's the thing with documentation, right? The first problem that I have with this setup here is that I have to go to 3 different sheets to figure out how to build this right here. And not only do I have to go to 3 different sheets, but for this, it's drawings 8, 9, 10, and 12, which means that there's a drawing between 10 and 12 that's not related to any of this. On that same sheet. So even when I'm looking at the 3 sheets, all the drawings for this are not together. Yeah, Revit files can get pretty big. Alright. So let's go look for that bathroom area. That looks pretty good. Alright, let's go look at this. What do we got going on here? Uh-oh. Well, I mean, yeah, if you go down to like the nearest 32nd of an inch, but it's not that Bluebeam's not accurate, it's that the pixels in the PDF are not accurate, and that's why there's drawings on everything that say do not scale from these drawings. So this is the structural model for this project, and you can see that their floors are not in the right place. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be some difference no matter what. I mean, you are never going to have a PDF that you can 100% accurately dimension to in a PDF. And it could be various things. It could be that it's a vector PDF. It could be that it's, I'm sorry, it could be that it's a raster PDF instead of a vector PDF. It could be that when it printed the PDF, it didn't give the most accurate pixel location. I mean, it's a printing process, so it's going to be it's not going to be 100% accurate. And that's why when people went from hand-drawn construction documents to printed construction documents, you got the notes that said, do not scale off of these drawings. $12,1101. All right. So once again, we have this, and we have no dimensions for it. There are no dimensions given for how deep this is. If we go look back at 701, there's nothing about how deep any of this is. This is ridiculous. And how poorly documented this project is. I'm working on modeling a project for a contractor. You know what? This is supposed to be here. Here. Yeah, that one's right. I think I'm just going to delete those. All right. So I have two options here. I can model and place this crap, or I can stitch work families together to make it work.
Some guys in suits just offered me a buttload of money to tell you about 80s smash hits playlist. They want you to know it's packed with damn cool favorites like George Michael, Michael Jackson, Air Supply, and more. And if you
8, 9, 10.
Let's just say someone's getting another
12. There is no 11. That's why there's no 11 there.
Cool refrigerator.
Up to 40% off select major appliances at JCPenney. Nice price, baby.
Could I afford that?
Special financing with your JCPenney.
I hate when drawings are numbered like this. It's ridiculous.
40% off select major appliances. Plus, get 18 or 30
Alright,
special financing on
so we don't have a depth here, but I think that the intent is for this to be the same depth as
off savings. Exclusions apply.
The wall that surrounds it.
Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store jcp.com/appliances.
2'1".
You check things all the time, like your email every 20 seconds.
What is that, 4 inches?
Instagram. But what about checking something as important
Also,
as your
you might also look at your precision for your measuring to see if maybe that is
Discover is now offering FICO credit scores to everyone.
affecting the
Even
precision
if
that you.
and checking your score won't hurt your credit. We call it the Discover Credit Score.
Right, so you might be able to. You might be stuck on one.
Check to see if your current
Change it to the right precision. I don't know, maybe worth a shot. Seeing
credit scorecard. Limitations
if that helps. Okay. So let's go look at. I think we're gonna stitch this together. What do we got? We've got 1.5 inches there. $2'10" for the height. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Let's go back to our elevation so I can see what we need. One, two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Base cabinet, 1 door and drawer. I just need 1 door. Okay. Let's do this. Uh-oh. And this. Pick new host. That guy right there. 0 offset. This is gonna go here. And this one's gonna go here. Okay. That's probably pretty dang close. Since they don't give us a depth, I'm not going to worry too much about it. And let's flip that. Alright, we've got those. Say if I'm wrong, the project I told you about it had these details, like for example, culvert details in the roof for these modeled or detail lines. It's up to you. You know, whichever you want to do. I tend to model those because I found quick ways to do them. And they help with coordination. And especially if you've got a very complex roof, every advantage you can get to coordinating those is going to, like, very much it's going to help you out. No, not bolts and all. Not the fastening connections. The only reason you would model those is if for some reason you needed to show the location of those to coordinate with a plate that's also maybe in a different model or something like that, or you have aesthetic components that need to cover structural components and you need to actually see how those fit. Okay, base cabinet 2 door. No, just 2 door. So there's no dimensions here. And, oh, but that's funny because there's dimensions here. They put them in the men's restroom, but not the women's restroom, so, you know, I guess this architect is sexist. What do we think? Are they the same dimensions? Let's go take a look and see. Oh, this is different over here. 311, 311, 3. What you want to bet that they're the same over here? 0.5. 3 feet, 11 inches. 3 feet, 11 inches. 3 feet. Look at that. Okay, are these 3 feet wide? Width, 3 feet. Okay, I'm going to edit this family so that it's easier to modify. And the easiest way to do this is I'm just going to take this width parameter. I'm going to make it an instance parameter. I'm going to take this depth parameter. I'm actually going to leave it depth, so we have a one type that's 1 foot 9 deep. But then we can drag this and make this overwrite. So here's what we do. So now we can just make this 3 feet like that. No big deal. Alright, now component. Let's see if there's an ADA. Water closet, accessible, cabinet, base cabinet. I thought he had one that was like an accessible cabinet. Let's go look, because I think he actually has one. Let's load. The library, casework, cabinets, base cabinets, flat panel style, flat panel base drawer, no kick, angled flat, cabinet filler. I might just leave that one. I don't see anything that says ADA or anything like that. Non-standard. French country is apparently non-standard. No kick, drawer, floating, all equal, filler. The funny thing is that none of these are truly parametric. They've gone through and made all of those. Access door? Nope. Okay. I'm not going to worry about that one for now. But I am going to do, what is that? We need it to be 3 foot. 3 foot 11. So it's going to be 3, 6. Right? 3, 6. 11, 11. 6 foot 22 inches. It's pretty dang close. Alright, we need another one that is going to be... I'm just going to do a countertop on these because I think these are only 2 foot 10 high. The height is going to be... we're going to say 2 foot 9. And then we're just going to do, because they don't actually tell us what material the countertops are. Let's verify that. We go in here. Go in here. These are 3/4 inch thick stone. Okay, so it is stone. 12. Stone. 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 So we're going to do counter duplicate counter stone, and we're going to call this 1.5 inches thick. There we go. There we go. And I think all we really want to do is trace this guy approximately 2'10" from the first floor right there. To the top of that. Tile backsplash is 8 inches high. The those aren't open drawers? Not 8, 9, 10, 12. Those are open. That one is faced. And it is 3'6" high. These are, I'm going to make these. Do we have any more of these anywhere else? Just those two. Let's make them 10 inches by 3'6" inches. And let's make the height 3'6". Just like that. We're also going to make this easily adjustable on the width. So let's go to our floor plan view and change this to an instance parameter and load it back in. So now we can easily change this. And the nice thing here is that if I come into here, I can also drag it, which is great. I do want to go ahead and get this centered. Let's go ahead and save this. Oh, come on, finish saving. So, we won't make cabinets custom made. Like the one with decoration and all. How do you do that? How do you make cabinets? You go into Family Maker and you make cabinets. Make them from extrusions and blends and sweeps. And all that fun stuff. Man, I did something while I was working on the car. It's not letting me have a very fun day right now. So what does the ADA one look like? That one is set into it, but it's the same height. See, this is too high, by the way, for a normal sink. This should be lower, with the top of this at 2'10". There's no reason to make somebody do this while washing their hands. No kid's going to be able to use this. Oh, are we done? We're done. Okay. Offset 2'10", 2'18". There we go. And that's how we do it right there. What about the rescue I told you earlier? Yeah, I had to go fix my wife's car because it stopped working. There we go. There we go. I just want to see real quick. Pick a plane. That one right there. And I'm going to dimension this right here. Is that 8 inches? It's 7 inches. So I'm going to call that close enough. That didn't work. There we go. I have a feeling that this is not actually at 2 foot 18 inches. First floor.
Air supply and more.
2 foot 9.
Let's just say someone's getting a mercy.
Alright.
Robert, somebody burned down my she shed.
Someone burned down my she shed.
Oh, really, Victor? Because my she shed's burning up in the backyard.
Your she shed was struck by lightning, Cheryl.
Robert, does State Farm cover my she shed?
What's a she shed?
We turned our shed into her hideaway, Robert.
Oh yeah, that's covered.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shed.
Can we stop saying she shed now?
Ready for one that's here to help life go right. State Farm. Talk to an agent today.
Cool refrigerator.
Up to 40% off select major appliances at JCPenney. Nice ice, baby.
Could I
Can I get the floor?
A little goes a long way. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, get 18 or 30 months special financing on qualifying appliance purchases with your JCPenney credit card.
I want the midpoint of the floor. Why can't I get the midpoint of this floor?
Must request a time of purchase. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store jcp.com/appliances for details.
And now I can't. Oh my lord. Whatever. Okay, 1 foot 6, 1 foot 6. That's close enough. So now this. Should be 11 inches. It is not. So we're going to move all of this to be 11 inches from here. And we're going to move all of this to be 11 inches from there. See, and remember how we made this instance earlier? Now, I can just do that, instead of having to go and make a new type with a different width. And that's much easier. Okay. And I think we have stone on top of that. Yep. 1.5 thick stone. Create similar piece of crap. Let's go to first floor. Create similar. 4. Create similar. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is going to go 3 foot 6. And then these actually need to be equals, that should be what, 3 foot 4.5 inches, right? Right. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just be nice. There we go. And do that right there. Alright, those are all at the right height, and the right distance. Now we just need to put these open shelves in between. These are 2 foot 6 high. They're actually lower. Are they lower? It's not the right one. These are 3 foot 6 high. Okay, that makes more sense. Create similar. Boom, 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 boom. Three foot 6. Copy from. Alright now. Where's my reference? Really? That's my reference? Whatever. Guess I'm making another one. Okay. And now I need one with open shelving here. So basically this with open shelving. And they don't give us the height, so we just need 2 shelves in there. Huh. Okay, 1, 2, 3 shelving. Alright. So let's see if there is a shelf. Cabinet. Base cabinet. 1 door. Fire extinguisher. Upper cabinet. Upper cabinet. Nope. Okay, let's see if maybe there's one that we can load in. The library, cabinets and mirrors, base cabinets, flat panel style, base cabinet contemporary. No door. We have one with no door. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Edit family. And we're going to get rid of that and that. And all these silly lines. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Sketch path, delete that. Copy this up. Come on. Multiple times. Let's go for, oh, I don't know, 08, 08, 08. Boom. Probably could have done with like 6 inches. Let's do that. Let's move down. Let's go down 1 inch. And then each of these, let's do start, end. Let's go 1/2 inch. There we go. Okay, I don't know what that line is right there. Do we have elevations, front height? We don't have the toe height is too much. So let's give this height 3'6". Okay, we can see we already have an issue here, right? Right, so we need to let's get rid of these guys right here. 3/4 inch. I don't know. I think this is supposed to be like you're supposed to give it a height off of that, but none of these seem to work. So I'm going to go RP. Wait. I'm willing to bet that this was connected to these guys. Alright, and we can say that this edit plane goes here. This edit work plane goes here. And this edit work plane goes here. And what we can do for all of these, you two, say that they start at 0 and end at 0.5. Okay, so now they're all sitting right there. And if this height changes, okay, those all change as well. Right? Which is exactly what we want. Now what we want to do, so that's fine. We want to give a kick height. So let's go here. And let's make this toe height. There we go. And we actually want this to be 9 inches. So see how that stays constrained? And that's exactly what we want right there. But I do want to make sure, because we have a 4-inch here. This is 9 inches. So I think that's what's happening. If we go back and we look at this elevation right here. Okay, so we've got 9 inches across here, and then we've got a lower one here, and then that door does have a higher kick height as well. Okay, so I'm going to save this, save as family. Yes, I know that that's the type selector. Go away. We're going to call it base cabinet. Open shelf. Flat panel. Carl. Since we like putting names on families, I guess. I don't know if that's bragging rights or signing it so that people know who to complain to if they need something done to it. But we're going to go ahead and stick with that. This is an instance parameter, we're good there. And we're going to... this needs to come out to... What extrusion is that? Oh, that one, that's fine. Okay. That comes out to there, that's fine. What happens if we do change this depth? Okay. This seems to constrain okay, so we're going to leave it that way. What else? I think we're good. We're gonna load in the project and close. Not what I meant to do. Do those share? Yeah, but I think that this is set at 11 inches, so width 11 inches. And then the height, we want to set to 2 foot, or 3 foot 4.5. Create similar. Jeez. I don't know, this thing is so insistent about putting it on the wrong freaking work plane. There we go. And aside from the shroud and the doors that go in there, that's basically what that looks like. So now, what I can do is take all this, and I'm even going to take the sinks, and that. Let's go to the first floor. And what we're going to do, oh, it's different. It's a different width here. That's okay. Let's DL this. Let's get a center line. Right there. I'm going to go in and delete all of this. And we're going to copy this over to here. And now what we can do... Oh no! Wait. That can come to here, and this we can just do like that. I don't know why it picked the wrong thing there. There's something in the cabinet that's being picked there. There we go. That's a little weird. I can make it over here, but not over here. Okay, we're gonna call that close enough. Okay. Oh, you know what? These need to be just filler pieces, I think. And that's why I was having a problem with that. So let's see. Do we have filler? Nope. Let's load from the library.
Air supply and more.
Base flat panel filler.
Let's just say someone's getting another sequel.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10
And since these are the only ones in here, I'm going to make them. I'm not going to worry about dealing with the instance parameters and all that fun stuff. Toe height needs to be 9 inches.
Even if you're not a customer, and checking your score won't hurt your credit.
Width.
We call
Oh,
it
we do need to make it instance parameter. Actually, I bet we can remember what it was. 5 1/8 of an inch.
Go to discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply.
Cool refrigerator.
Up to 40% off select major appliances at JCPenney. Nice, baby.
Could I afford that?
Special financing with your JCPenney credit card. A little goes a long way. Get up to 40% off select major
Oh,
appliances.
so close.
Plus, get 18 or 30 months special financing on qualifying appliance purchases with your JCPenney credit card through July 11th. JCPenney, style and value for all. GE Profile, GE Cafe, and
I'm actually gonna do this side right here, and then we'll be short on those ends, and I'm not gonna worry too much about that. Who knows? This is what happens when you don't know how to make families, but you make them anyway. Is this right here? So I don't know what that is. Alright, let's find some more casework, because that one's done. Alright, so we did these guys, and these guys. I need to fix the ceilings in here real quick. For some reason all the ceilings, they keep getting out of whack. I kind of feel like I should fix this platform. What else? Looks like this right here, the open coffee part, but I think it's in the next one. Yeah. So A702 is going to be our next. Oh, that dimension's off a grid line. So that's this one right here. 22, 23. So 1, 2, and then 22 and 23. Okay. So let's fix these ceilings real quick because they're set to the wrong floors. Okay, this looks like it's pretty close already. The toe height on this isn't quite right, so we need to fix that. Oh my lord. I just want to poke my eye out. So 1, A1102, and 2, A1102. Well, guess what? On 1102, there is no number 2. They don't give us a depth here. And I'm willing to bet they don't give us a depth up here either. Nope. We just get to guess what it is because they don't know how to freaking document a project. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay, they did give us a depth. It's just up here, 2'6". Okay, this is 1.5 inch solid surface. So we're gonna call this, it's not granite. Okay, counter solid surface. Solid surface. Countertop, solid surface. Somebody knew it was up. This is 1.5 inches. Okay. Height of this is 2'10". Okay. Let's go back to so like they have this detail here, but they don't have anything that indicates that it wraps around this corner. So I mean, this whole project is just riddled with the architect and the designer assuming that the builder is going to understand what they intend to do. So this is either a very close working relationship between the builder and the architect, or just a complete screw up by the architect. I'm going to go with it's probably a complete screw up by the architect. these. We're gonna go counter, nope, cabinets, panel, cabinet panel. Okay, 2 foot, oh, those are 1 inch. Cabinet panel, 1 inch. Alright, so here's the question. Where is this located? Because we have a gap right here, indicating that it's not flush up against the wall. What is this? This 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch. One inch off the wall. Alright, and we want this to be 1 inch from here. 0, 1. Okay. Let's copy this a couple times. Go back to 702 and look at this elevation again. The counter top stops at the divider. So let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go 2'6", right? 2'6". And I think I already got this one, but we'll do that just in case. Where can I find resources about creating custom patterns in Revit? Oh boy. Well, I wouldn't limit myself to creating, I'm assuming you're talking about like hatch patterns, fill patterns. Don't limit yourself to in Revit, because they're .pat files, which are also AutoCAD. But revitforum.org. Yeah. Okay. So if you want some really good stuff on that, builds.blogspot.com. Right, this guy. You have to kind of dig around because they're really early in his blog, but you can see he plays with all kinds of stuff in here, and these are all patterns that you can on how to make pattern. Like he does this is based off an image off a bitmap, right? So you've got all these patterns that you can do based off of an image, but they are let's see here. So these are all like matte surfaces, okay? And I'm assuming you're talking about using panels in a panel system. But this builds.blogspot.com is a really good spot to get some information on doing that. And he goes through a few tutorials, like if you're a beginner, here's where you need to start. So let's see, because I think that's what you're looking for. Seamless panels. Okay, so he talks here how to do seamless panels. This is a pretty good tutorial on that gives you some introduction on panels and using the adaptive component on creating panels. Let's see. So this is a pretty good look at panels as well. Okay, this is a parameterized panel that allows you to do sun studies based on angles. You can see there's a couple different configurations there. And let's see. You can schedule them, yeah. This is a good one. I wonder if Design Reform is still up. I kinda don't think it is. So, but these are old. Some of these pictures you might not get the interface quite right. I think some of them actually have videos also. So like this, I thought that there was a tutorial that I saw on how to make this. But I don't see it on here. But there's a lot of panel stuff, panel things that you can do on here, that you can find on there. So, anyway. So it's here 22 and 23 on 1101. It's going to be here. 2 foot typical. Excellent. I'm just going to copy this one. Two for 10. I think. You know what I didn't do?
Some guys it seems just offered me a buttload of money to tell you about 80 smash hits playlist. They want you to know it's.
So what do I have? 2'5".
George Michael.
2'8". Oh great, we don't have a dimension for this.
And if you click to listen and follow for updates. Let's just say someone.
We know that this is 2'8", and we know that these are equal, but we don't know what this overall dimension should be. This is the frustrating thing about being an architect, is you see things like this. Somebody got this project somehow. And most likely they got it because they bid really low. And now this owner has to pay me 11 grand, maybe more, to coordinate all this stuff for him.
Must request a time of purchase. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store jcp.com/appliances for details.
Nico Case is back with brand new music on IndieGuard.
It's ridiculous. I think this is 1/2 inch or so. And the crazy thing is that this might not even be right either. So that says 5'1". Let's go look at the plan. Is this 5'1"? It says 2'6". I bet this is 1/8 of that's 1/4 inch. Let's try it again. 0.25, recalculate. 5 foot. So the dimensions are different between the plane and the elevation. That's awesome. So this is wrong. We're gonna make it 5 feet. And then all of this needs to move down. Ay, ay, ay. I remember the wall cladding stones told you about. These people were making that as a family and place on the wall surface, and it was taking so long that after placing they have to nudge to get the 5mm gap. But you shouldn't have to nudge, you should be able to move and type in 5mm. So I was thinking of making pattern in mass surface and placing the stone family to them. I would recommend doing it that way. You could even use a curtain panel system to do that. I've done that before. I think I'm going to get rid of those. I have a feeling to go back to this. Actually, what I'm afraid of is that, yeah, it doesn't actually show what's supposed to be up there. What is the shortcut for isolate elements? But the corner they were using monolithic stone for that. Isolate element, so like this, where you just show that one element. So I made a keyboard shortcut for that, and it is HI, hide isolate. So I have isolate that, or hide isolate, and then I have hide category, right? So it hides the category of that, and then I have select all, or super select all, which gives me all of them in the project. And then I have, so if I select all, HH, or if I select that and hide category to hide the walls, see I get that white around it. I can do HR for hide reset, and they all come back, or I can do AH or apply hide to make it a permanent hide in that view. Yeah, I don't think there is a default. HH I think is a default for hide. I'm not sure. I do have some keyboard shortcuts on my website, creativethings.com, and if you just search for keyboard shortcuts, you can see some of the keyboard shortcuts that I have made that I have found useful and I've been using for almost 10 years now on a lot of them. So you can feel free to use those. I think some of them might even have an XML file that you can download, maybe not. Yeah. Alright, let's go look at these elevations again, because here's the thing. Right, we've got this coffee bar, so it actually looks like there isn't supposed to be anything in between there. This does do one more. I guess, what should that be? That should be 3'1", I think. Nope, just kidding. What is that? 2'6". Really? Is this 2'5"? 2'5". 2'5". Didn't I just type in 2'5"? Pretty sure I did. And then this needs to come right up against it there. I don't know why I can't math right now. It's a little embarrassing though. Alright, so let's go here and here. These need to be... Hold on. Those are the only two in the project? Alright. Let's make that 2'9.5". 2'8.5" inches. There we go. And then I think instead of this, we're just going to put another shelf in there. These, let's see if changing the toe height does anything on this, because I think it needs to be like 9 inches. Hey, it does something. And this is supposed to be 2'8". Width 2'8". And let's do a little bit of math here. Okay, the width of this is going to be, oh, we don't know the full, I think I made it 5 feet. Right, so this is going to equal 5 feet minus 2'8" inches. Oh my lord. Inches divided by 2. 1'2". So now these should be the right width. And they're not. Of course they're not. Why would they be? Actually, it looks like it might be correct. Hey! Now we just need to make this the right height. 2'8.5" inches high. 2'8.5" inches high on this. Let's make sure it's the only one in here. It is. And there we go. The only thing about this, though, for some reason, it looks a little weird. Okay. So here's the question. Is that supposed to go all the way to the ceiling? We'll never know because we have to look at the correct scheduled ceiling, scribe to ceiling. See elevation. Well, the elevation doesn't tell us anything, so that's not going to do us any good. What happened to the sink? What happened to what sink? The sink in here? I'm not putting it in because that's not in my scope. None of this equipment's in my scope. I'm just doing the architectural stuff. Sink is plumbing. See, they have these notes that say see elevation, but there's no dimensions on the elevation as how high that's supposed to be. So if I go back to the elevation... Oh, just kidding. We do have a height here. That's 2'10" and 3'9" above that. And I guess that goes that height. But there's no elevation to this, which is what they were saying. Go look at the elevation to find out. Jeez. Oh wait, it shows a ceiling right there, 8'2". Which is not in the reflected ceiling plan. Yeah, there's no ceiling shown in there. That definitely shows 8'2" right there. Alright. Wood planks. Sketch ceiling. Let's make this 5'19" high. Let's go here. Here, 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 here. Yep, that's right. And then it's supposed to go to... Oh, come on. Here. Let's trimify it. Come on, trimify. Work with me. Let's trimify it all up. And then we're going to splitify it. Delete inner segmentify it. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Oh no. Can't believe I've done that. So there, and there. And we got that right there. Now let's do a wall. And this wall is going to be... you know what? I'm going to use the cabinet wall one. And we're going to go right here. And this is going to go from 8'2" up to... What is it? No, I'm sorry. Equals 5'19". Come on. Up to... 8'2". And I put that at the wrong one there. There we go. I've got a Revit model. Can I reverse architecture to learn how they have done that? How they have done what? So the answer to that kind of relies on what exactly you're trying to figure out. It also depends on whether or not the person who modeled it knew what they were doing. I've looked at models before to see if they were any good. And some of this, or not to see if they were good, but to see if I could figure out how a building was going to be built. And some of them, the modeling isn't that great, so you can't really tell. It's the documentation that's going to tell you how to build something. Hopefully. If the documentation doesn't tell you how to build it, then there's a good chance it was not built properly, like in real life. A 7.021. Actually, yeah. Coffee, open coffee elevations show ceiling at 8'2". But reflected ceiling plan does not show a ceiling in this area at that height. Modeled for RCP and elevations to show conflicts. What about it? The entire architectural model with all details for construction. And I know Revit better from that model, like how or what should I do to make that detail? Yeah, you can learn. So here's the thing with Revit, and really with anything architecturally related. When you look at somebody else's work, don't say, oh, this is how you're supposed to do it. If you like the way it's done, take that as a tool and put it in your toolbox. Don't say, okay, this is how I'm going to do it from now on. But you have it as something you can come back to later on. Try to mimic it, model it, see if you can do the same thing. But don't ever say, oh, I really like this. This is better than the way I've done it. This is the only way I'm going to do it from now on. Because then you get caught in this bubble that a lot of, in academia, architecture professors are like, oh, don't ever use Revit because all your designs will look the same. Well, that's because they think they've seen something in Revit and they're like, oh, that's a Revit project. I can tell that's a Revit project because it looks like a Revit project. And I mean, it's just not true, because it's unfortunate that what they've seen was poorly done. I mean, that's like saying that all hand-drawn projects are going to look the same because they're hand-drawn. And that's only true because a lot of hand-drawn construction documents, I mean, they look the same. There's a limitation to what you can do with hand-drawn architecture. So it has to do more with the architect than the drawings themselves. This is what, full-height shelving cabinet? I don't know what this is supposed to be. This looks the same as this. Full height cabinet at ice, water, and coffee at ice, water. Your lecturer said the same thing to you. Said don't use Revit because all your projects will look like Revit projects. Yeah. Look at this. This is 0 inches. This is called we failed to check our tolerances when we dimensioned this. Oh my goodness. Man, I don't even know what I'm here for anymore. I'm just 2'6". Depth is 2'6". That's what I'm here for.
Let's just say someone's getting another sequel.
Is this not 2'6"? Should be 2'6".
Could I afford that?
Special financing with your JCPenney credit card. A little goes a long way. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, get 18 or 30 months special financing on qualifying appliance purchases with your JCPenney credit card through July 11th. JCPenney, style and value for all. GE Profile, GE Cafe, and higher, limited to 10% off savings. Exclusions apply. Most requested time of purchase. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store JCPenney.
I'm gonna cheat after I save. So here's the question. I missed a little bit because of lunch and rescuing the car today. But man, it's been a long week and I'm ready to go home. It'd be really nice if I could finish this and just say, okay, we're done, invoice it, let's invoice everything and get it done. And then this weekend, my office timings is when I'm here, I'm supposed to be in the office, and when I'm not here, I'm not supposed to be in the office. I mean, officially our office hours are 8 to 5 p.m. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But we have very flexible hours, so people can come and go as they need to, as long as the work gets done. So as long as the work gets done, then it's not a problem. $7:30 to whatever after 5:30 p.m. and that's 7:30 to 5:30 isn't unreasonable so long as they understand that that's a long work day, and you've got to be flexible as to what people are doing there. So probably that 7:30 to 5:30 is most likely. They are thinking, okay, well, people are going to kind of goof around because why is the depth on all these are all jacked up? Jeez. I'm gonna make this 2'4". Okay, it's a little bit better. But they might be, say, you know, they might be building in time for you kind of goofing around, getting coffee, using the bathroom, and all that stuff. Which I don't know. If you're telling me that part of my workday can't be using the bathroom, then I don't know that that's a place I want to work. 2 4 9/16 of an inch. Not a main burn. Okay, why is this not right? 255. Yeah, that's a big adjustment to make. So it could be that you're feeling that adjustment there. 5. Oh boy. Okay, so this needs to be, instead of 2 feet, it needs to be 1 foot 10 9/16. Yeah, and same for this. This is so screwy. I don't know why. I've never seen these families do this before. This also needs to be a 9 foot toe height. 9 foot. 9 foot. 9 inches. Ooh, 9 foot toe height. That's a big toe. Is that right? Yep. I'm going to assume that's about 9 inches. Okay, that's done. Oh, Jiminy. This goes away. Yeah, I mean, when you get locked into something and you're enjoying doing what you're doing and you're in the zone and you're able to focus, the day flies by. So I think this is as close as I can get with this. I have a feeling that that's gonna be a talking point for someone soon. All right, let's go back and look at this one. Okay. All right, looks like there's some more casework here. So let's go look at that. Or maybe I can just rename the floor forever. I don't want to put these in because I don't know what those are supposed to be. And there's no elevation. So I don't know what any of this is supposed to be. So I'm going to get rid of those. Oh, you know what? I bet if I go to the equipment, first floor equipment plan, it'll tell me what that's supposed to be. And if it's equipment, then it's not in my scope. Yeah, I remember those days. I used to work at a firm that basically all we did was convert contractor plans into Revit models, which was kind of fun. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed this project because that's basically all we're doing is, geez, this is supposed to be 1'6" back. All we're doing is converting, well, crap. You know what? There we go. We're just gonna leave it like that. Our internet at the office, I don't know. My internet at home, I think the total bill is something stupid like $68 US or $70 US. It used to be up around 80 or 90. And I was like, I'm not having that. Alright, so after this, so what is that? 5A702, 5A70245. This guy right here. These guys are not in our scope. I'm not putting those in. That price is mine at home, by the way. I don't know what our price here is at the office. Coordinate with sink and dishwasher dimensions. So we don't know what those dimensions actually are. Is what they're saying. Your uncle's. Counter unspecified. Solid surface. Oof, that was rough. So it looks like it goes from that column out. And then we're at 21 for the millwork details. Millwork details. So once again, no dimension on the width of this, or depth rather. So we have no idea what this is supposed to be. 12 feet. I don't think I have that calibrated right. 1.5. 2 feet. 2 feet. Well, I'll tell your uncle thank you for, from me, for letting you watch me. I'm gonna say it goes from right there. Two feet. Large partial first footprint. I think this is 0.25, so let's just do a little bit of measuring here. 9 feet, 2 feet. We're going to pretend that this is where we're going to go from. 9 feet. And that is 2 foot 10 from first floor at grade. And there we are. Alright, this seems awfully thin for a passageway. 2'6". Just random refrigerator or something sitting right there. And I don't know. This project is a mess. A702. One, 2.5. So let's go. Base cabinet. We do want a one door. That is 2 foot 10 high. Let's do that. And then let's do a 2-door. I'm gonna have to modify this one. Okay. Pick new host. Make sure we got that right. These are both. Jeez. Edit family. I shouldn't have done that. That was the wrong one. Nope. This one. Oh wait, they both. I did both of them right. 1, 2, 3. So, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Width is going to equal 9 feet divided by 5. This one is this times 2. So if I did this right, and I'd like to think that I can do things right the first time. Let's see, this is toe height. Uh-oh. Okay, I need to make a different type here. Instance width 6-inch toe height. Whatever. And then the height is going to be yeah, that's right. Oh, I was so close. I wonder what happened there. Take care. Appreciate you stopping by. Have a good one. Man. Yep, take care. Well, I'll probably be done streaming for the day here in a little bit. But I will see you tomorrow. This dimension would over-constrain the sketch. Well, what if I just move this up then? 2.5 inches. Elements will be deleted. Okay. That's what it is. Alright, you know what? Don't care. What I do care about though, oh, you know what? I bet it just needs to be like this. Just needed some TLC. Alright, got that one done. What's next, baby? Okay, so it's basically 3 foot, 16, 16, 16, blank, 3 foot. And then a scribe right there. So if I go look at this again, First of all, I need this dimension, 2'1". I have a feeling this and this are not the same. Do we know if that's solid surface or not? Plastic laminate. Plastic laminate. Plastic laminate. Look at that. I have a feeling this was the model that they actually used to the original model that they somehow got a hold of, and it has some of this stuff still built into it.
Faraway places, like to a Tibetan monastery.
Okay, let's look at that first floor plan again. Because there's a column there, it looks like it just built into it. So I'm just gonna do the same thing.
After you actually finish painting, because let's be real, the couch is a great place to be. To get premium paint without the premium nonsense, get Glidden. Real is how we roll.
So here's the thing. Okay, these are supposed to be the same.
Then there are those who choose to blaze a trail of their own. In the 2018
That's 17 foot 5 inches. That's 16 foot 8. So that's already, I can tell this is not going to work.
Scandinavian cabin that's accented with Nordic wood trim and a panoramic moonroof.
But hey, let's give it a shot. Let's look and see 1102 plastic laminate.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10
is
seconds.
1.5 inches. All right, is that 1.5 inches? That's 1.5
Well,
inches.
Discover makes it quick, easy, and best of all, free. Discover is now offering
Okay.
FICO credit scores to everyone for free, even if you're not a customer. And checking your score won't hurt your credit. We call it the
Unless
Discover Credit Scorecard.
unless
You should check to see if
this
your
is
credit
actually
score
set to the
is
shorter
best
one.
free. Check your credit, compare your card.
Right.
Go to discover.com/credit-scorecard. Limitations apply.
I think we've got this stuff still too, but that should be pretty cakeish. So it's interesting. Oh, I guess it is. That is a clear story panel. I wonder if that's supposed to be clear story also, or spandrel, not clear story. What world am I talking about? Alright, so what do we need? What do we need? We need drawers. Drawer. 3 drawer. 4 drawer. 5 drawer more. Let's load and see if we can't find flat panel styles. Face frames. 1 drawer. We do not have a 3 drawer solid panel style. Base cabinet, 3 drawers. Hey, that's not too bad. So what I'm going to do is edit this, and we're going to go make this an instance parameter, and let's see what else. I think that's all we need, really. Nope. Overwrite, and then the height here. I just loaded it in. I don't know why I thought there were more in the project. The height is going to be 2 foot 8.5. The depth, let's try to do 2. Whoa. Did I? Yeah. 1 foot 10.5. Oh wait, 2 foot 8.5. So something's not right there. So I think the way this is going to work is we're going to have something like this. I'm curious about these sections. So what is that, 14 and 15? 14 and 15. So, yeah. They're not showing that they're connected to the spandrel. Well, that's disappointing. Copy. 1, 2, 3. One more. All of these are 1'6". Alright, so here's what we have to figure out. It's a little creepy how close that was to being accurate. Oh no, can't believe I've done that. Right. It goes out to there, but we want it to go to here. Let's make that 3 feet. And we want to do the same thing here. I'm just gonna do this. Move 3 feet. And then, oh boy. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's do this. And I'm going to take those and I'm going to rotate copy them. We're going to rotate copy to 90 degrees that way, which we can't do for some reason. Hey man, how's it going? Oh, you don't need to apologize for that. I got to listen to Joel talk about the joys of being back on a team with Shannon. Yeah. 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 Oh. No, I'm surprised Shannon released the copyright on drillers. Yeah. Oh, so it's with Shannon. So Shannon invited Gunner out there? Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. You're saying that you'll be playing against the drillers. Okay. Right. Well, you said yes because Evan wanted to do it, and it's the summer, and it's 3v3, and it's supposed to be fun, and yeah. Can't believe you guys are missing World Cup action for 3v3. Just take your wireless earphones and a good audiobook. What's that? Oh, not a whole lot. Just I had to go rescue Joanna and the boys. The car broke down in the Taco Bell parking lot, so I had to go rescue them. So I'm making up a couple hours here at the office. Yeah, it's just a dead battery. Yeah, just a dead battery. It was kind of fun though because I've been asking Joanna. We've won a couple like free oil changes over the last couple years, and I've been telling her since we bought the car to go get an oil change on it, and I'm kind of refusing to do it for her because I mean she doesn't take care of the car, so I'm not going to take care of her. She doesn't take care of it. But anyways, that's a different story. So for like 3 years now, I've been telling her go get an oil change. Like, here's a free oil change. Go get an oil change. So she calls me today and says the car's broke down, and need you to come get us. So I go get them, and when I get there, she's checking the oil. So I'm like, okay, I know how I want to approach this. So I get out of the car and she's talking. She doesn't say she thinks it's the oil. She says, hey, I parked on this hill, so maybe if we can get it rolled down a hill, then that'll fix it, or whatever it is. I'm like, I don't think parking on a hill is why your car is not starting. So we tried it a couple times, and she said that it was turning over, but then it wasn't. So I tried it, and it sounded like the battery. But then I checked the oil, and it was like 2 quarts low. So I just didn't say anything about it. Took them home, went and got the battery tested. It was the battery. Replaced the battery. But then when I got back to the house, I didn't say anything about what was wrong or how I got it fixed or anything. And then she finally asked me. She said, what was wrong with it? And I looked at her and I said, what do you think was wrong with it? And what do you think she said? Yeah, she said it was the oil, wasn't it? I didn't say anything, but we'll see if she actually goes and gets an oil change now. or changes how she approaches maintenance on her vehicle. So maybe eventually I'll tell her that it was just the battery, but I'll have fun with it until then. So, but yeah, I don't know. Not a whole lot's going on. We're kind of business-wise, we're trying to ramp up work so that we can bring a few more people on, and just kind of trying different approaches to finding the clients that we want to work with, and we finally maybe figure out why water keeps coming in our office. They've been working on the roof for the last week, and all day it's like water encroachment walking across the roof. Sounds like a herd of elephants, and they're up there. They've got like a blower that they put up on top of the roof, and it just stays there, and it stays on for like 6 hours. So it's like, you know, the gas-powered blowers that you hear outside your office when they're doing lawn, you know, the maintenance on the landscaping, and you just want it to stop. So we get to listen to that for 6 hours every day for the last week. So finally today, because I didn't realize that they were working on the roof, I had Holly. I was like, Holly, can you please email building management and ask them when they think they're going to be done? Oh man. They said it's going to be sometime next week, but at least that means that they have a time frame that they're working in, and they're not just up there playing around. So yeah, there is an end in sight. So aside from that, you know, we took Noah to that one soccer school, and I think he liked it. He said he liked it, and so, you know, we tried. You know, I took him there, and when it was done, he didn't want to say thank you to the coach. He made a big deal about that. I was like, well, I thought you had fun. He's like, I did, but the coach said I didn't have to talk to him again until next year, so I don't want to tell him thank you. I was like, all right. So, you know, I put him in for half day, and I asked him, you know, I said, would you want to do this again next year? He said, yeah, I think I would. And then I asked him, you know, what, would you want to do it for the full day next year? He was like, no, I don't think I'd want to do it for the full day. So I don't know. It's one of those things where it's hard to judge how long we have in soccer. But you know, he's into the World Cup. He's watching it. He wants Messi to win. He's always asking me if Messi's playing, and you know, he enjoys watching it with me, and he seems to enjoy it when he's out at practice. And he seems to want to improve during practice, but man, he hasn't touched a soccer ball outside of game or practice since we started this last bout. So, you know, and
click the banner now or visit joinhoney.com/Spotify.
All right.
Candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It's powerful technology.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Candidates to apply to your job.
Talk to you later.
While other companies might deliver
Bye.
ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
I out-talked him. All right, I gotta figure out how I want to handle this. I don't want to have to. Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make this an instance parameter also. Hey, wrong one. Duplicate. This is going to be filler 2 foot 10 inch. Good lord, 2 foot 10 inch high. Well, that's going to be 1 foot 8.5. 2 foot 8.5. Holy cow! 2 feet. Height is 2 foot 8.5 inches. Toe height 3 inches. So now this should be the same over here for that. Okay. Now we're going to copy this, rotate it 90, move it to here, and now we should be able to do this. Okay. So I'm going to cheat just a little bit here. I'm going to move this down here. See, that didn't quite work out the way that I was hoping it would, but you know, sometimes we take what we can get. Oops. And that's what that looks like. It's not too bad. Alright, so we're going to save this. And yeah, let's do this one. Where's the other one? The other one's right here. It's 11, A7, and 2. Where is that supposed to go? It's like, I don't even know where that's supposed to go. 11, A702. I just want to check this. So what is that? That's 2 foot 9.5. A11, no. 11A702. Right here. Just kidding. It's going to be in a different floor plan. Is it upstairs? It's upstairs. Yeah, it's right here. I think it's supposed to be here and here. 12, A702. Alright, so I'm not going to do those yet. Let's stay on the first floor. Still saving. Okay. So we actually do have some dimensions here that we can verify this on. So let's do that real quick. We've got... That is wrong. That's not a good start. Edit witness line 2. Really? To the edge of that. I'm going to say that that's pretty stinking close. That's even closer. Yeah. Now, the issue here is that this is supposed to be... (2'4", 1'10", right? And this is supposed to be 5'3". So this isn't quite right either. What is this curve? That goes out there. They can give us a radius for the monumental sign outside, but they can't give us a radius for the casework on the inside. I wonder if it's supposed to mimic that. Alright. Let's do this back part first, because I think that's going to be a little bit easier. They also didn't give us any dimensions for this. It's like maybe it's supposed to match the width there. Okay, so that's 12 and 11, A701. 11 and 12. Marble work surface, 2'6" off the ground. I have a feeling that this is not Right, 13A11. Huh. Yeah, this was not done right at all. 131101. Okay, so we need a wall. So, are these dimensions to the wall or to the work surface? 1 foot 10. Oh, geez, it's kind of hard to tell. I have a feeling 0.5 that it is this right here. That's 1 foot. Okay, let's go back to edit. Let's go back to edit. And if I do this at 0.25, this is also going to be 1 foot. That is 1.5 foot 1.5 inches. That is also 1 foot 1.5 inches. Are any of these 1 feet? Can I have a foot? Okay. So I'm not going to draw. Man, I should get this all backwards. I don't know about this. That's 1 inch. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, it's similar. You dirty rat. First floor at grade. Okay. And let's make a floor. Countertop. Let's do stone. Duplicate. Stone reception. And we're gonna make that 1 inch. Actually, we're gonna make that 3/4 of an inch. Okay. And this is at 3'6". Let's offset it 1 foot. We have a countertop marble. So stone, duplicate, countertop marble. And what is the thickness of marble? Stone, stainless steel, natural, solid surface plastic laminate. We're going to say that it's the same. Okay. And the height of this is 3 feet. 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 3 feet It is 2'6". Oh. Well, I did say marble in the other one. So this is actually... That's 1 inch. What is... I'm not going to worry about the substrate there. What I do want, though... 4 inches. So here's what we want. Okay, and we're going to offset these 4 inches. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and it is in fact 2'6" off the ground. The question is, we've got these walls here. What do we want to do with those? What we really want to do with those, we make them the right wall type. Let's make them the right wall type, addition type, bar wall typical. There we go. Oh no! Let's move this and disjoin it so that it doesn't adhere to the walls. And let's try changing this again. Bar wall typical. Damn it. Alright, let's try moving the walls. Move. You know what? I would have been done with this already if I just deleted those walls and made new ones. Bar wall typical. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go off of finish face interior. That's actually correct. We're going to say this is a 4-inch offset. We're going to go from first floor at grade to first floor at grade 3 foot 4.5 inches. There we go. Oh boy. And there we go. It's so pretty. But that one was not too bad. And open this line there and there. Alright, we're good. Let's go back to 701. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of cabinets, components. Door, 2-door flat panel. I think I actually have. Screw it. That's what we'll go with. So let's see what this width is. 10'8". Width of this is going to equal 10'8" divided by 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are 3 of those in this, so I need to make I need to make one that's a different height. Screw it. Duplicate. This is for 2'6". High. Oh, come on. Oh, snoosh. And I don't know what the depth of this is supposed to be. 1'2".
Some take the expected route. Then there are those who choose to blaze a trail of their own. In the 2018 Volvo XC60, its genuine leather seats cradle the driver, while intuitive touchscreen controls put everything within reach. All in a meticulously crafted Scandinavian cabin, accented with Nordic wood.
Let's not group them. Let's make 5 of them. And we'll go from here
Step inside it today.
to here.
Dogs have interesting ways of showing you.
And there we go.
They entertain you, they snuggle you, they protect you.
I didn't quite get this to the right height, I guess.
Show your love
Let's
for
just
them with an 8-month flea and tick protection of a Seresto collar. Seresto is easy to
put that
apply.
right there.
If your dog wants to run a flea market out of
Okay.
your backyard, it shouldn't
That's what it looks like on the other side. So then this one,
the banner below to learn more about the 8-month collar.
16, 17.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology actively invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So, while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you, the needle in the haystack.
Try ZipRecruiter now for free. Just click the banner now or go to ZipRecruiter.com/Spotify.
So we got
That's ZipRecruiter.com.
kind of the same thing going on here. It's 1 foot. And is this also 4 inches? 4 inches. Okay. So the question here is 17. That's at 2'6", 1 foot. This is at 2'6" also, I think. Yeah, that's 3'6", and that's 2'10". Okay, so this should be at 2'6". And it also needs to be the marble. Marble. Okay. Here's the deal. I need this to be at 3'6", and we need to look at the first floor plan, enlarged. And here's what we need to do. So this one needs to go to here. And then it needs to go to here. And it needs to go to here. That's 12 feet. Jeez. Come on, man. That's 12 feet. That's 12 feet. Okay. Offset 1 foot there. Oh, come on. Offset 1 foot there, offset 1 foot there. Make sure that this is good and that this is good. And then, so this goes, so we're going to make a couple reference lines here. We're going to copy this down 3'10½", and we're also going to copy it down 5'3". Okay, and this is kind of, this should be 90. So we didn't quite capture that on the last one that we made. Oh. So this is going to be that top floor here that's dimensioned, and then we'll get the rest of these off of the sections that we have pulled here. And we know, well, we know that the center of this radius should be from the center of this guy right here, right? Because we're smart like that. Okay. Except it's not going to be a radius that matches that other one, because this center would be like way back here. So there's not really, with the way that this is documented, there's not really a good way to do this. We do know that the center should be here. I guess we could... What is it snapping to right there? I mean, we could make this tangent. Tangential. What is it snapping to right there? It's snapping to something. I was wanting to make that a tangent, but man, why can't we do that with this? From here to here. Why can't this snap tangentially? I think it just did. Just did. So let's take this and go all the way to there. Hopefully that intersects. I think that's going to give us our arc. Right there. And I know that this dimension is actually to the front of that counter. Jeez. This is just a cluster of a document here, man. It's just ridiculous. Trim. Okay, let's see if maybe they give us a dimension for this gap right here on the 701. 3 foot clear, but that is a 4-inch overhang, so it's actually 2 foot, 1 foot 6, 1 foot 2 inch on each side. Alright. And it leans back. Towards the center there. Yep, like that. Okay. So now we get to delete these walls. Yeah. And these actually need to be, yep, 3 foot 6 off of that. There we go. Let's go back and make sure that these are still good. Oh boy. Yeah, I can't verify that one, so, oh jeez. We're just gonna do this for now. Rid of that one. Okay. So we know that we're gonna offset this. Oh lord. What just happened? Is that how this happened last time? Offset 4 inches. It's gonna go there, 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 and then this is gonna be 2 feet. 2 feet. We're gonna delete this one and offset this by 2 feet. Hey! Or at least that's what I think is happening here. Let's go check that detail again. 2 feet. 3 inches. Oh. They actually make it 4.5 inches there. So I'm going to offset this by 1/2 inch. As well as this one. Okay. So according to this, there's actually another rise. Oh. So there's a flat. There's a flat one, and then there's another. Let's go look at the elevation. That doesn't seem right based on. Nope, it is. It's right there. So there's a flat counter, and then there's another one that sets up right there, which I thought maybe would be in the same plane as the other countertop. See, it's not shown that way. Oh. See, the section for this shows that there's another floor right here. If we go look at A701, number 1, A701 shows that this guy is at 2'10", and then we look at the back of this. We have this at 2'10", but we also have this countertop at 3'6", which is separate from this. So I'm going to go to A701. A701. Reception counter elevations, drawings 1 and 2 do not coordinate with plan graphics. What is it? 403 of the reception on the top. Okay, so that's right, they're wrong. And I need to make one of these at, another one of these at 2'10", and I'm just gonna make it match this. Okay, I don't even care at this point, because it's wrong in the documentation, which means they can say that my model's wrong, but then I can say, well, show me in your documentation that it's wrong. Okay. So, what I'm going to do now, 17 and 16 and 15, 11 and 1, is I want to make the wall. I want to make sure that it's the right type of wall. Oh man, looks like it's the same. Well, it looks like, yeah, looks like it's the same wall type, so I can just put that in, and it is going to be, looks like 3 inches. We'll say 4.5 inches from the outside face of that to be consistent with this. So we're gonna do wall 0 to, we're gonna whatever, and we're gonna offset this 4.5 inches from where I click. It's gonna be there, there, and there. All right, and then we're gonna cut this. We're not gonna cut it because you still in Revit cannot edit profile in a curved wall. There we go. So this is what they drew in elevation, but not in plan, but this is what we're going to go with. I don't know whether or not the cabinets are curved or not. They don't really say. 3 drawer base, so that's 16, 15. What do they say? They don't say. They don't say whether or not this is curved. Scheduled base. (1101). Elevations and sections do not indicate whether or not a 1.011 whether or not the base cabinets under the reception desk should be curved to match counter or flat based.
In the 2018 Volvo XC60, its genuine leather seats cradle the driver, while intuitive touchscreen controls put everything within reach. All in a
This might be it. This might be it for me. I'm fading fast at this point, so that's a 2 drawer.
The 2018 Volvo XC60, our idea of luxury. Step inside it today, only at your local Volvo dealer.
Imagine your dream carpet.
2 drawer. Oh man, really?
Installation on minimum purchases of $699. No hidden fees and no surprises. So the dream carpet you want comes at the price you were expecting. Imagine free carpet installation that's actually free. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Valid on carpet priced $1 or more per square foot. Specialty items may be priced separately. License numbers available at homedepot.com/license numbers.
Two foot deep, 2 foot 4.5 high, 1 foot 3 wide. So here's something pretty cool you can do if you didn't know. When you're creating something like this, right, you can rotate to that, and then as you move it, as long as you don't tab to something else, it'll keep that radius. So what we want to do here, let's go, I don't want to save right now. Copy 1 foot 3, mirror that to this side, and then we're going to copy, we're going to offset 7.5 inches Dear Lord, please help me. 7.5 inches. And that's going to be the center where we want to place this. So my problem is I don't know. Oh, jeez. It places it on the back. So, here's what we're gonna do. At the wall. Huh. My wall is... That's a little weird. What's this distance? That's 4.5 inches. Nope. Oh boy. You know what? Screw it. Boom. Boom. Okay. There we go. And then those are, what is it, 3 drawer and then 1 door and drawer on that side. Let's do 3 drawer. Hello, Sir Dies a Lot 7. How are you doing? Okay. The width on this, 153. And then duplicate this to be 2'6" high. 4.5. I'm doing fine. How about you? I'm doing okay. I'm draining fast though. It's been a long week and a long day, and I am ready to wrap up and go home. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I just want to go home. So that's what I'm going to do here in just a minute, is I'm going to rage quit this stream and go home. Hope that's okay with you. But until then, I'm going to finish up this model. That looks like a knee banger space right there. Someone did not think about this very well. Is that 2'6" between there? I don't know. Oh well, thank you. I want to watch the World Cup and maybe go out and watch some of the kids that I used to coach play some soccer and 3v3 tournaments. I'm gonna mow the yard. I don't know if it's gonna be restful, but I might get a lot of stuff done. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like this is too far apart. Is that 2'6"? It's 2'6". Yeah. I feel like maybe they just didn't think about it very well. Hey, thanks for that. I don't know if that was a follow or a like or what it was, because the way I have things set up, I'm not really set up to see it on my screen, but I appreciate that, whatever it was. So now I need 1 door, 1 drawer. 1 door, 1 door and drawer. Now I feel like Dr. Seuss. Okay. Pretty sure we don't have any more of those, so I'm gonna make this one 1 foot 9/16 of an inch. Height is going to be 2 foot 4.5 inches high. Width is going to be 1'3". And we're going to drop that right there, and we're going to drop that right there, and I think that is that reception space. Take that, poorly documented drawings. Even I can build you. Alright, so I think I had one more place where I had some casework. And it's on the second floor. Oh, you know what? I haven't even checked any of the second floor. Is there any casework over here? No. What about here? So I think there's some here for the lounge area. But I don't think there's any more outside of that. So let's do that last bit. That shouldn't be too difficult. I don't see any more elevation markers, so I think we're good there. The conference room right there, I didn't even notice that. Do I need to go put some ceilings in there? I do. 10 foot and 10 foot 6. Alright, we'll come back to that in a second. We're pretty close to done here. Let's see, enlarged second floor plan. Let's go look and see. This is 12 AA702. Comes to here. Number 12. This is this guy right here. So it looks like we just have shelves on one side. And a cabinet on the other side. So let's go find this second floor. And let's come to this area right here. Second floor only, please. Widen it out. Yep, let's get rid of that. What is that? Who knows? Oh, you know what? I bet there's more stuff up there that I need to. I bet that's all that stuff right there. So I need to go finish that also. Okay, we're further away from done than we were a second ago. But we'll get there. I also see that I need to shape these walls right here. Yeah, I remember that trick. There are ceilings up there. Okay. Let's just get rid of that. And 18. So I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 drawers here. Drawer. 3 drawers. Ugh. Second floor. Really? Come on. There we go. It's been that kind of day. Let's throw a dimension in here. That's way too big. So we need to drop that down by 1 foot 6.5 inches, which means that the width of both of these can be We'll say 9 inches larger. 115. It's off by half an inch. I don't really want to make these, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, but I also don't want it to not be right. Oh Lord. Now how did I do that? How did I make it 1.5 inches larger? Now it needs to be 1 inch smaller, which means both of these need to be half an inch smaller. There we go. Half an inch. Now they need to be 1 inch bigger. That's what's going on. All right, we gotta put it in the right place here. Revit, why can't you work the way you're supposed to?
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding actively invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So, while other companies may need a lot of pay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
Try ZipRecruiter now for free. Just click the button now or go to ZipRecruiter.com/Spotify. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Spotify.
You might not know it, but prices on Amazon change a lot. But Honey's got your back. When you use Honey on Amazon, it automatically searches Amazon's 2 million sellers to find you the lowest price. It even shows you the price history of the item you want, so you know if it's a good time to buy. Join the 7 million people using Honey to save money online. It's free and takes just 2 clicks to add to any browser. Click the banner now or visit joinhoney.com/Spotify.
Alright, and I think so 141101. And to think I thought this was going to be easier. 14. That can't be right. said Shatner. 14 A1101. See, what they've done here is they've referenced the wrong detail. 2'10" were not indicated. How about that? We read it and we found it. 2'1" were not indicated. Copy. 2'1". Shoot. Man, it is cooking up here. Like, I can feel the temperature rising up here. So that's supposed to be 2'10". That means that this needs to be, shoot. Do I have 3 of those somewhere? Okay, well, let's duplicate it, make it 2'10" high. Good 8.5. Boom. All right. So then it goes up, what, another 5'6"? See, this is just ridiculous right here. It doesn't give a section, so we don't know if that's supposed to line up or what. But, you know, so what's that? 7'12"? 8 foot. Right? That's what 7'12" is, right? 8 feet. So we're just gonna hope that that's at the right height. Hey, look, it's right above that window, so we're gonna assume, and we all know what assuming does, that that is correct. I'm almost over this project. It's just, it's a little bit ridiculous. Let's sure, why not? Let's attach it all the way up. Let's have some fun. There we go. No more lines. Okay. This side. Hey, look, we get to do the same thing over there. And I'm going to mirror that across there. Look at that. There's no elevations that actually say that this is what happens over here, but I'm going to assume that that's what happens. And since no one's here to stop me, this is what it's going to look like. And since the documentation is pretty piss poor, there's nothing that really defends. See, that's the wrong dimension there. There's nothing in the documentation that defends them saying that I've modeled this incorrectly. So we go 3'6" here. I see. So we go 3, nope, that should be 6'6", and this should be 4 foot 5.5, like such. Okay, and I'm going to go back to 701. I'm going to go back to 702. And we have shelving. I'm tempted to just model this in place. Model in place. Casework. Casework. This is Pilot's Lounge open shelves. Alright, and let's see, we're going to make a couple extrusions here. There we go. We're going to extrude off of that. Create extrusion. So we don't know how deep that is. 41102. Maybe that'll tell us. 4. There is no 4. So we're going to assume that they meant 8. Which also has no dimension on it. There's 2 foot 1. Okay. 2-1, which sticks out past the wall. Alright. And do we have a depth on that? A width? One and a half inches on that. What is this? 3/8 of an inch. We couldn't make it easy, could we? We have to change the scale for every drawing. 0.375. Two inches. 4 inches. Is this 1.5 inches? It is. Is this 2 inches? It is. Alright, so we're going to say 2 inches for that. And let's copy that. I don't know why I can't grab that right there. That's a little weird. Copy. Let's edit work plane, pick a plane, any plane, any plane, any plane, this plane right here. And choose you. Alright. So let's now do the 4-incher. The sun is slowly creeping across my computer screen. I believe this has got a 3-inch kick on it. Yeah, so I've already jacked this up. This is going to be 4 inches, and we're going to offset this. Come on, move to 3.5 inches back. There's that. Let's bring this up to the top of that. So that's going to look a little funky. And there's not a floor piece on there. Let's go to A1102. See, this is inconsistent with that. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shown in section. One, two, three, 4. I'm still in. Okay. Gone are the days of trying to make it look accurate. There is a piece on the back. And I think this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do right here. We're going to take this, we're going to extrude it from here, and I'm going to we're going to do this. Offset 0. This is a very small piece right here. And I can't see what I'm doing because there's a sliver of sun going right across my computer monitor. How does that look with the camera, by the way? Is it like epic? No. It's pretty well backlit though, isn't it? What has happened? Okay, so I've got that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's do this here, here, multiple constrain. We're gonna make 1, 2. Why can't you move down? 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're gonna go here. We're gonna 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do this right here. We're gonna EQ those. Get rid of that. And we're gonna offset this 0, 1.5. Boom. Come on. Rev is just trying to piss me off at this point. Okay. And we're also going to do this. Draw that. And then we're gonna offset those 0.5. Nope. We're going to offset them 0.75. So what I could have done is I've just made one of these and copied them several times. But I don't know. I feel like more clicks right now are beneficial for me. And we're going to split this guy like that. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do that and that. And so, you know how I just said that more clicks are beneficial to me right now? Yeah, that was total crap, apparently. So I'm just going to delete these guys. And then I'm going to take all of this. I'm going to take all of this. I'm going to copy it multiple times up to there, and there, and there, and there, and there. And then I'm going to realize that these were all supposed to be set back 1.5 inches. So I'm going to move them back 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to split that and do that right there. And we're gonna do that. And we're gonna split this. We go right. What are you doing? Why are you not splitting the way I want you to? Here. And here.
Some take the expected route. Then there are those who choose to blaze a trail of their own. In the 2018 Volvo XC60, its genuine leather seats cradle the driver.
I think I know why it's doing that. Normally it doesn't give me a hard time with this, but I think what it's doing is it senses that there's a line there, and it's trying to make a decision for me on how to handle that. It is really hard to see the screen right now. Alright, and we're going to copy this guy straight up.
Almost as awesome as my mom. She's always so busy and gets so much done. It's because she's really
It's right there.
like using Walmart's grocery pickup.
And I think
Whenever she wants, and chooses the pickup time and store that works for her. The food is just as fresh, and the prices are just as low as
that's going to be that.
You can be a rock star like my mom.
Let's see.
Tap the banner to start shopping
Cancel.
with Walmart's free grocery pickup
Cancel.
order with code
Finish model. And now let's save. So I think I have one more to take care of. That's going to be this guy over here. This guy right here. 13A702.
The most listings anywhere.
I can't feel my legs.
Then put your feet up in that one bedroom that you've been fantasizing about. Apartments.com. Change your apartment, change the world.
That is this guy right here. So I've got one more piece of casework to do, and I might be finishing that right now, I might not. Kind of depends on what dinner plans are for this. Maybe somewhere about back, back. So now I need to do all of this right here. And I think, like, she went and put all this stuff in here, which we don't really need. Or that sounds good. Alright, so I think we're going to have to go ahead and go. Can you call ahead? I'll start shutting down and heading that way. The one on Riverside, I think, is closest. Mention this out to here. 2'10". Let's copy this. 2'2.5". It's definitely not Right. Instance parameter. Load it back in. Nope, don't save it. Alright. Okay, this should be 2'1". That is the danger of doing an instance parameter, is that using a line no longer works. Okay, we got that, and then there should be another one. Where is that? Okay, this to there. I think we'll say that that's supposed to be like that. 3A1102. That one actually has a dimension to it. Or, that one's actually there, 2'6". So it says that this is supposed to be 2'6". From there to there. Which is a problem because I think we only have like 2 feet of space right there. So we can't do 2'6". Right there, you jerk. Jerky McJerk face. There's 2'5" right there. Yeah, there's a problem right there. So I think that that's going to be the end of that. Yeah, because there's no way we can get 2'6" right there. That 1/4 inch. It says 2'6". That says 6'6". I bet this is not 4'5½". Boom. All right, I'm done with this thing. So, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great day. You got a little bit of J.J. Abrams flair going on there, don't I? Yep. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you learned something. I will catch you next time.